If I had a penny for every single time that I fucked up a diet, I'd have a few pennies. And if you've fucked up a diet more than 3 times in the last year, this video is for you. And before you say, it's just willpower, I failed because I wasn't disciplined enough. Well, most diets don't actually fail because of lack of willpower. They fail because they're built wrong from the start. I've lost weight before, I've regained it, and I'm in the process of rebuilding again. I've started over more times than I care to admit. My pattern is predictable. One blowout leads to a weaker blowout, leads to holy shit, where did that 6 months go? I'm fatter than I've ever been before. So let's look at my 5 reasons that your diets keep failing you and how you can fix them. Number 1, and the most common of all, you are starting too aggressive. I see this all the time with clients I've had in the past and friends that I give advice to. They say they're gonna start a diet and the first thing they do is they jump on keto or paleo or become a fucking vegan and they're blown away. Holy shit, I'm losing all of this weight. When the reality is, you're not losing weight because you're a paleo or a vegan. You're losing weight because you're in an extreme calorie deficit. It might feel productive, but it's not sustainable. I've got a rule. If you're miserable in week 2, it's already failing. So how do we fix this? Would you believe I got a solution for you? Like some cheesy daytime TV guy trying to sell you a mop. Except, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I put together a really simple macro calculator, which is free. You can use the description down below to find out a good idea of where you should start. And second, I got a great app solution that'll kind of just walk you through it like a dietitian would. Literally like having a diet coach in your pocket. I know it sounds too good to be true, like that timeshare on the lake, but it's not. Hear me out. Carbon Diet Coach. I've used them before. I actually feature on their website. You can see the photo right here. I lost a whole lot of weight using them. Basically, they just take all the guesswork out for you. They'll tell you how much to eat, how much protein, fats, and carbohydrates. And if you're consistently tracking everything that you're eating, not fibbing, then it will adjust your calories accordingly, more or less, to whatever your goals are. Moving on to number 2. You started off on motivation. You started on a high, but motivation fades every single time. Standards beat motivation. Systems beat mood. You see, if your plan only works if you're feeling good, it's gonna fail. So motivation is great to get started. It's fun to feel motivated, to turn on a David Goggins video and decide to go and run an ultra marathon in your jocks at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever the fuck you choose to do. But motivation is limited. You're gonna have to start flexing that discipline muscle and also really try to uncover why the fuck are you even doing this? Because I'm telling you right now, and I've told you before, it's not because you want to lose a few kilos. It's because you want to shag with the lights on. It's because you want to not look like a fat cunt running on the beach with your kids. That's why. Find that why, and that will drag you through those hard, difficult days. That and preparation. Be prepared. Have a plan, but be willing to adapt. Whether that means preparing all your meals on a Sunday, like I did, or maybe it means your training plan is set for the week ahead. And then when life happens, you adjust. And maybe you miss a workout, maybe you miss 2, maybe you miss one of your meals. There's always a solution in there though. Number 3, and this one's really specific for my dads. You tried to diet in isolation. What I mean by this, you tried to eat differently from the whole family. Different meals, different schedule, different life. That creates friction. Friction kills consistency. So bring the family along. Prepare meals that you can all eat together. I've got bulk frozen spag bog that I put together and the kids absolutely love it. And I'm having it with high protein pasta. And the spag bowl was just jam-packed full of high nutrient goodness that I bloody love, and so do they. The food doesn't have to be boring when you're on a diet. I've already released a few recipes. Again, you can find them below in the description for free. There's a couple of my go-to recipes, but food can taste bloody delicious. Just takes a bit of preparation. So bring the family along. Bring them all along. All eat together. I've already started teaching my kids about macronutrients. No, not in some fucking kooky, I want my kids to be on a diet kind of thing. Nothing like that at all. But just explaining to them about what protein is and where you can find it. i.e., I'll say to my daughter, hey, what's in this chicken that we're eating tonight for dinner? Protein, Dad. Oh, okay. And what's protein for? Helps us get big muscles. Bang on, kiddo. Imagine getting taught that in school instead of fucking Pythagoras. I had to work all this shit out myself. Fuck. Anyway, number 4, you treated one bad day like a total failure. Missed a workout, ate too much, blew out over the weekend, and instead of just adjusting, you just restarted. Restarting feels clean, whereas readjusting kind of feels messy. But restarting is why you're always stuck. It's inevitable, you're gonna fuck up, but I want you to really focus on seeing that as just that, a single fuck up. And amongst the space of your entire life, it means absolutely nothing. That next day, dial back in. Get those meals back in, get back on your training plan, get back to being the person that you want to be. Again, tie all these decisions back into that version of you that made you begin this in the first place. You don't want to be that fat cunt on the beach anymore. Get back on it tomorrow. Don't let it linger. Don't let one day turn into 6 months like I've done countless bloody times. It's way harder. It's way harder starting again. And number 5, you focused on the wrong things. In the age of social media, there is so much flashy bullshit out there, and you just get overwhelmed and don't know what you need. You're looking at supplements and peptides and gadgets instead of the simple things like protein, sleep, and steps. Most ads don't need a better diet. They just need fewer decisions. So get ahead, plan, prepare your week. Don't rely on guesswork, be prepared. Your diet isn't failing because you're weak. It's failing because it's built for perfection. And dad life is anything but perfection. My rule, if it doesn't survive the real life, it's not worth following. Build something boring, repeatable, and flexible. Like I mentioned, if you want the foundations that I've put together, all my slow cooker meals, see the links down below. Go check it out. And that's all for today, gurus.